Hello guys, in this tutorial, I'm going to solve question number 6, paper 11, May 2022. The function f is defined by f of x is equal to, where is x more than 2? Find an expression for the f inverse. Let's start now to write y is equal to x squared minus 4 divided by x squared plus 4. Start to switch between x and y. So x equals y squared minus 4 divided by y squared plus 4. Cross multiplication. X multiplied by y squared plus 4 is equal to y squared minus 4. How to get y subject? You can expand x times y squared plus 4 times x is equal to y squared minus 4. Collect all terms included y together. Xy squared minus y squared is equal to minus 4 minus 4x. Then by taking y squared outside, open bracket, x minus 1 is equal to minus 4 minus 4x. By dividing x minus 1, so y squared is equal to minus 4 minus 4x, all divided by x minus 1 by taking the square root. If you look at the numerator, you can take 4 outside, you can rearrange and write x first. You can keep it as it is by taking the square root, so y is equal, positive or negative, square root of minus 4 minus 4x, all divided by x minus 1. But the domain of the function is written x more than 2, so use the value positive, will be y is equal to square root of minus 4 minus 4x, all divided by x minus 1. In part B, he asked to show that 1 minus 8 over x squared plus 4 can be expressed as x squared minus 4 over x squared plus 4. This is two fractions, and he asked to get it as a single fraction. I will start with writing 1 over 1 minus 8 over x squared plus 4. Then finding the common denominator. The common denominator will be x squared plus 4. So you have to multiply this one by x squared plus 4. X squared plus 4 minus 8. So the answer will be x squared minus 4, all divided by x squared plus 4. This is the first part. Hence, state the range of f. I told you many times, you cannot understand the range without understanding, recognizing graphs, sketching graphs. So this is why the examiner asks you this part, how to split it into this part. For A2 level students, you can use long division, x squared minus 4 divided by x squared plus 4. You can start from the second to show that it's the first. But how to start from left to right? By writing as a single fraction. So when he asked to get the function f of x, which given in the question is x squared minus 4 divided by x squared plus 4. Where is x is more than 2? This is the domain of the function. The domain of the function. How to find the range? I will not find the range of this one. I will find the range of the other form. F of x now 1 minus 8 over x squared plus 4. Forget about this part. I will start first to revise how to recognize the graph of 1 over x squared. We already studied it in O level. If we have a function 1 over x squared, the graph of the function 1 over x squared will be like this. This is the graph of 1 over x squared. I will show you first 1 over x. 1 over x is formed from two parts in general if all the real number except 0. This graph will be like this. So 1 over x. If it is negative 1 over x, negative 1 over x will be two parts in the second quadrant and fourth quadrant. And we have two asymptote lines. Horizontally at y equals 0, vertically at x equals 0. So the domain of this function, all the real number except 0. And the range of this function, all the real number except 0. This is 1 over x and the minus 1 over x. What about 1 over x squared and 1 over minus x squared? 1 over x squared, two parts are positive in the first and third. This is the asymptote line. Now we have horizontal asymptote line and the vertical asymptote line. And what is the range in this case? The range is y more than 0. The range is y more than 0. What about if it is 1 negative? Reflection about x-axis. Change sign y is called reflection about y-axis. This is the graph. And what is the range? Y less than 0. Don't try to write equal. If it is negative 1 over x squared, this is the range. Now, I will start with the function. This function is written minus 8 up over x squared. We'll start with this part only. If it is negative 8 over x squared, how to sketch the graph? Exactly looks the same like negative 1 over x squared. Negative 1 over x squared, the graph like this. Negative 1 over x squared. But stretched by scale factor 8 vertically. But it's the same like this. Negative 8 over x. Now I will use the transformation. If the function started from negative 8 over x squared, I'm explaining this question in general without looking at the specific domain which is given. In general, for all the real number except 0, because 0, the function is not valid, because if we try to get 0, is undefined. So negative 8 over x squared, but we have two kinds of transformations. Transformation horizontally and the transformation vertically. Let us start with horizontally and vertically first, it doesn't matter. If we start with plus 3. Plus 3, this means we'll move to the left. How many units? Change the sign. When you move to the left, how many units? It's 4 units to the left. So the vertical asymptote line, which is at y-axis, will shift it to the left-hand side, 4 units, and sketch the graph again. So the graph will be like this. Still, if I ask about the range, y less than 0. The range y less than 0. Translation horizontally, left, right, there is no change. Still the range less than 0. The next step, it's a plus 1. Plus 1 means move up, shift up 1 unit. We'll start to shift the graph up 1 unit. So now shift the asymptote line horizontally and vertically. The vertical one at 4. The vertical one at 4. And horizontal one now at 1. 1 and minus 4. I will sketch the graph. This is the graph of the first one, of the first part. And this is the graph of the second one. To be accurate, it's better to get the intersection with axis. How to get the intersection with axis? Intersection with x-axis, y0, intersection with x-axis y0 and y-axis x0. I want now to back to the original equation function and sketch only for the given domain. I will sketch it again for the given domain. I start to sketch plane 1 over x squared, negative 1 over x, negative 1 over x squared. Then I start with the given function, started from negative 8 over x squared. Then translate horizontally, move to the left 4 units, then move up 1 unit. Now I will sketch the function which given domain is x more than 2. I will start only from 2. Forget about the whole function. I will start only from 2. I will show you again, this is the horizontal asymptotic line because we have a limit, and this is the vertical one. But when I sketch the graph only started from 2, substitute by 2 in this function. Substitute by 2. 2 squared is 4, 4 plus 4, 8, 8 over 8 is 1, 1 minus 1 is 0. So the function starts from 2 and 0. I need only this part. This is the function. Now, what is the range? The range, it has a limit from 0 to 1. Now, the final answer, the range of this function, f of x more than 0 and less than 1. Why it's more than 0? Because it's not written in the domain of the function, it's written more than 2. So officially, when I ask you to sketch the graph of this function, at 2, there is no value. So this circle have to be unshaded, will be like this. This is the graph of function. What is the domain? More than 2, it's a given. What is the range between 0 and less than 1? You can write it y more than 0 and less than 1. This is the range of the function. Again, the first part, it's easy how to write 2 fractions as a single fraction, but sketching and recognize graph help you more how to identify the range of the function. So please revise for recognizing the graphs, sketch the graph. If this is the first time for you to sketch the graph of this function and start only from the domain and to follow the instructions how to sketch the graph by substituting by 2, by 3, by 4, by 5, there is a limit. If you extend the graph to infinity, so the number over infinity will be 0, how to find the limit without sketching the graph? It's just to remove x and write infinity. Infinity squared, this is the largest number. It's not number, it's not real, but when you square it, will be infinity. Plus 4, infinity. Number over infinity will be 0. Number of infinity is 0. So 1 minus 0 is 0. This is called the limit of the function. So the limit of function starts from 0 to 1. This is the range of the function. In part C, explain why the composite function f cannot be formed. There is important condition how to form the composite function in general. If I ask you to get f gx, the range of g have to be apart from domain of f. The range of g within the domain of f. So when you ask to find the composite function fx, you have to get the range of f. The range of f have to be a subset apart from domain of f. Is it verified? Is the range of f from 0 to 1 is apart from domain where is x more than 2? No. So to get your answer, just explain because of the range of f is not within domain of f, or the range of f not apart, not a subset from the domain of f. Or you can write it like this: range is y more than 0 and less than 1 is not subset from the curve where is x less than 2. This is not a part of it. It's enough. You can get one. It's only one mark. Thank you.